Welcome back to our Pathfinder Kingmaker series. Uh, in between this episode and the previous episode, I went into my box of stuff and I got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to sell because I'm low on money. And I was going to do that in between episodes, but when I walked out here, there's an event happening. And I wasn't recording when I was doing that, so I had to quit the game and then restart, which kind of sucks because it took me about 15 minutes to go through all that stuff. So that means I had to do it again. And as you can see through all this text on this stuff, all this text on this little display over here, I went through and gave some stuff to the extra NPCs or companions I have, upgraded their stuff a little bit with the stuff that was in my Boxo stuff. And now I have my inventory filled with stuff to sell. And actually, let me talk to the storyteller really quick. I brought you some relics. Token of the Dryad, Ancient Cyclops, Taldan Warrior's Dog Tag, Kelid Tribal Fetish. Oh, what's this? The wind howls over the wastelands of Glenabon. The flames of bonfires dance to the rhythmic music of a barbarian tribe. Thousands of years ago, these belonged to the guardians of a great chieftain's tomb. Yes, the same tomb that had been forsaken until recently. Are you interested in why the guardians abandoned their post? Oh, bring me the rest of the 5 pieces. I think he said that before. Alright, I'll leave you to your legends. Okay, I got a little bit more extra money. I got the stuff in my inventory. Oh, who was I just on? They had a spell slot. I wasn't even looking. I gave Octavia another headband with more intelligence, so now that I'm thinking about it, I have to give her another spell. I'm gonna give her heroism. Level 3 mage spell, huh? And that looks like about all I can give her. So who was that I was on who got an extra spell slot that I wasn't paying attention to? Of course it's not Valerie. Harim, are you okay? Looks like it. I think it was green, so it was either a Kundayo or a Lana. A Kundayo. She's a kineticist. Lindsay's a bard. Let's make sure Tristan is up to snuff. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Nova. Avril. Yeah, Avril. Ooh, I'm pretty close to a level, too. 30k. Illy. Heroism is right here, but she's using haste. Nope, Illy's up to snuff. I guess it was Alana. Yep. Just that one? No, another one here. Let's give her a cure? Instant enemy? What's this? Oh. Should I give her delay poison communal? Chameleon stride? What is this? All allies within a 10-foot burst. Well, it doesn't tell me what the spell does. Just tell me it it behaves as a chameleon stride spell. So what does a chameleon stride spell do? Chameleon stride. You fade into the bag. While you are not truly invisible, you're hard to pinpoint. +4 bonus on stealth checks and have concealment from creatures more than 5 feet away. Interesting, but life blast. All creatures along a 50-foot line. But the description literally says undead creatures. I'm just gonna be boring and give her a heal. And up here, I guess I can give her another hurricane. I'll give her a heal. Okay. Oof. If I had known that was there, I would have did all that before I started recording, but it's okay. All right, so and actually, we have to talk to Valerie.
I'll go ahead.
And Valerie's not in here anymore. She was in here at the end of the last episode. I remember seeing her. Well, I guess I'll talk to her out here. All right, let's get to this. I have to turn off the music. I didn't read any of what's going to happen. I just got mad and Alt F4'd. Let's see. Where did you meet Darvin? Speak, or I'll skin you alive. I don't know. I don't know anything, I swear. I've never heard that name before. Please don't beat me anymore. Stop this immediately. I didn't give you permission to beat my subjects. It seems I was right in my suspicions. What were you right about? The rule of law in these lands is just a bunch of empty words, worth no more than a wooden coin. It's not surprising, seeing the ruler's weak will. Well, this is what I should have said first. Get out of my kingdom. Oh, we'll leave. Don't you worry about that. I knew from the very beginning that you and the Order followed different paths. Weak rulers don't deserve our attention, but no matter. They generally don't live long enough to be taken seriously. If a gaze could incinerate, there would be a handful of smoldering ash right where you stand. Knights, we're leaving. We'll continue our investigation somewhere else. Don't get in the way of the Order of the Rat Queen. This is my final warning. Await further development. All right. Now I can go sell. Tessie the Quill. Hasuf. I need your coin purse. Citrine necklace. Peridot. Bunch of hides. Wow, that's a lot of hides I got from that guy. Yep, all that stuff. That's getting sold. Oh, I forgot to check on Octavia's bow. Datura. Yeah, that's getting sold. Ah, I forgot to put that back in the box. Yep. Fiery Eye. I could sell that one. Let me check Octavia before I sell those short bows. Great Axe +1. Yeah, Great Club. Yep. I brought on Jathal's old dagger because we're going to be doing Jathal's quest over there. Nature's Will, Vermin Bane. Yeah. Quarterstaff. Sigh. The Savage Bow. It served me well at the beginning after I got it from the Stag Lord, but it's gone. I don't have anybody using dueling swords. Two-bladed swords. Arrow guard. I think I was going to save that. I don't have a lawful evil monk. Hide armor. Hide armor +3. Jester's vest. Scorpion's hatred. All these ring of protection +1s. I upgraded all my companions to ring of protections +2s. All these belted giant strengths I had in my box. Dex +2, con +2. Vast intelligence +2. Amulet of mighty fists. Ooh. Oh, I got one in my box. Ah, I gotta check these. I gotta keep that. I'm supposed to put that in the box too. See, I did stuff different this time because I was trying to hurry a little bit. I was more careful the first time. And I believe that's it. 160K. Nice. Build points. Are you sure there's no emerald necklace here, man? There's emeralds. If I take an emerald to Mem, can I get her to make me an emerald necklace? I don't know. Yep, I can buy 1,000. Actually, it's probably easier to buy it from the map or the kingdom menu. 80k. I have 100k left. All right. While I'm here and you guys are with me, let's get some scrolls from this cleric. Um, Cure Serious. I've got one Cure Serious Mass. I don't have any Cure Criticals. Just get 5. Cure Moderate Wounds. Let's get about 19 of those. Cure Serious. Let's get about 15 of those. Um, do I have any raised dead? Just in case. I got 1. Let's get 1 more, just in case I gotta remove Death's Door. Just get 5 of those. Scroll of Restoration. Let's get 10 of those. Got enough diamond dust. Okay, let's go talk to Valerie. Valerie? Where is Valerie? She's up here.
The path is clear.
Path is clear. Greetings. Everything is well, I hope. I'm ready for new orders. How are things with the storyteller and Lindsay? Valerie smiles softly. It's amazing, but they seem not to feel insulted by my rash words. But of course, I delivered all due apologies. I hear you received an unpleasant letter lately. Let me guess, from Lindsay, right? She keeps poking her nose into other people's business. Valerie lowers her head sadly. Forgive me, Alana. I was hoping I'd manage this without your help this time, which is why I didn't tell you. A while ago, I received a letter from a new temple of Shellin on the outskirts of Patax, from a paladin of the Order of Prisms. This time, they're not demanding that I return to the Order. Instead, they want me to go there and submit to a great divine trial, and answer for all my transgressions in front of Shellin's worthy servants. Valerie scoffs in indignation. Of course, I tore up the letter and tried to forget about it, but now they've begun to plot against the entire kingdom. Maybe if I do go there, I'll be able to convince them to leave us alone. Who knows? Maybe it would be for the best if I appear for this trial. Valerie doesn't notice herself raising her hand and touching her scar. Um, let's go there together and get to the bottom of this. Thank you. I am ready to go to the Temple of Prisms as soon as you have the time. Temple of Shellin has been revealed. But it's in Patax. I can't go to Patax. Thank you for the conversation. As you wish. Go to the Temple of Prisms. Judgment of the Gods. If the Queen wants to stop rumors harming the reputation of her land, she and Valerie will have to pay a visit to this notorious Temple of Prisms, the convent of restless Paladin. Wait for the demand. Licia was going about her investigation, interrogating her subjects, breaking into their homes and burning their books. Is she completely out of her mind or what? But of course, our Baroness? Don't you mean your queen? Couldn't allow this. Lincia seems to have halted her investigation, but for how long? All right. It's time to leave and head toward Jathal's quest. And we have to take Jathal with us. Um, yeah, who am I going to replace? Probably Altana again. I need Jade's trickery. This guy is still freaking out. Come on, Jathal. And we head out. Let's get that music going. Let's put Jathal in Altana's slot. She's got teamwork tactics stuff. I gave her the same ones, right? Yeah, outflank, seize the moment. Combat reflexes. What was the other one I gave? Oh, precise strike. Does Jathal have precise strike? Yeah, she does. Okay, good. So they should work together. Let me see where this temple is. Hey, there's a mysterious shrine right here. Just like these. I gotta get to this, but this is in Patax. The Rill and Spill. They said this temple was in Patax. It's not over here in Patax. Wicked Hill. Where is it? Okay, this is where Jathal's quest is. It's not even listed on the map for Valerie's quest. Well, they did say it was in Patax, but see? Patax. I can't go to Patax, and it didn't even reveal it. I guess I have to uncover it with the fog of war. Okay. So I can't do it yet, and I have 19 days for Bald Hilltop. Okay. Teleport to Varn Hold. Alright, let's go help our favorite undead. going on in the kingdom now? Lynchia ceased her acts of aggression. Well, that's good. Sea Dragons. Success. The Sea Dragon Raiders crushed the ranks of the river pirates. Only those who sided with the Queen in time received their privateer letters and protection from the unforgiving bandit exterminators. That's good. Lynchia still interrogates your people, but with less aggression and frequency. Culture is forgotten. Okay. Which means I gotta get back. Tristan and Jubilos are the only ones doing anything? Okay, do I have any events? No, these are only two. Economy. Improving economic status. Ah, the Endoran Bank. I gotta slap that down. Ah, cost BP. 14 days. I was supposed to do customs too. I should have did this one first. Dang it. This one I kind of want to do this 1500 BP one trade agreement with Sertova, but I'm not going to do it now. Training. $100 BP. Lindsay. Curses. I don't want to do curses just yet. I want to rank up my Magister next, so I can increase. So I can because the arcane rank is what that spell scroll store is based on. So the higher the rank, the more spell scrolls she has, and I need to get Illy some more scrolls. Curses. All these take days. Tartute, 60 days. 45 days. 75 days. Do these even do anything? They just kind of give me points. Harmag. The Scythe Tree. Nope. Jenna Tannerson. $125 BP. Jod. 45 days. What's the other 45-day one? The Hanvaki family. Some believe that the misfortune that beset the Hanvakis was the result of a curse. All the big ones take a long time. God. Dang. Alright. Just go. Ah. And I have to keep a Mary out. Projects. Events. Economy. Alright, that's enough. Outside my territory. I gotta go over there. Random encounter. Goblins.
Charge!
Wolf, I need you over here. This guy called a dog cutter. Show him show him how wrong he is. A foolish mistake. It's not very good. Stupid goblins.
Tread lightly.
Sending a wolf against the guy called a dog cutter. It all looks like garbage. And I forgot to check on Octavia's weapon. Let's go. Is this in my territory? Nope. Fight. More goblins. Dog Reaper this time.
We will be victorious!
Show them what mistake they made again, Wolf. Wow, Nova ran over there pretty fast. Did you just shoot me with an arrow?
Solid plan.
I don't think so. You little jerk. Actually hit Alana.
Let us be careful.
Bags of XP. Masterwork, masterwork.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
Somebody's complaining.
A rest is in order.
Well, Jathal. Yep, that's fine. Have your undead
Enjoyment
warriors.
is the essence of life. The short-lived make plans, build careers, strive for power, as if they have the time for this. If my life was so terrifyingly short, I would think of nothing but pleasure.
Jathal. That's where I want to go, right? Yeah. Let's quick save it. Enter the Valley of the Dead. Look at Taneka. Just standing there in the rain. The woman seems incredibly old and haggard. It's hard to believe she can move at all, let alone reach such wild places. But her dark eyes burn with a cold flame. Why do you disturb a poor pilgrim? I live, perhaps, my final days. She suddenly trails off upon casting her eyes upon Jathal. Has Ergothoa heard my pleas? I have been waiting for so long. Jathal does not seem pleased. She looks upon the old woman's pale and wrinkled face, barely concealing her disgust. You may call me Jathal. You guessed correctly. We serve the same goddess. In case you are unaware, a servant of Pharasma is chasing you. We could help you, but first I would know who you are and how you might prove yourself useful. The woman nods lifelessly. I'm not surprised. The servants of Pharasma have chased me for nearly 40 years. My name is Taneka. What do you want to know? Who are you and what do you want from us? This cannot be explained in one breath. Long ago, I was a powerful priestess of Ergothoa, the leader of a secret coven. I had everything: power, beauty, wealth, admirers ready to sacrifice their lives for me. I possessed the secret of Ergothoa's ritual, which grants the power to overcome death and old age. It demands the life of blood relatives as a payment. But what of that? I had given birth to 2 adorable daughters, and raised them in anticipation of the day when their youth and beauty would become mine. But I was naive and overconfident of my power. I met an enemy who destroyed me and all my hopes of a second youth. Why would you care about the grief of a dying old woman? I still know the secret of the ritual, and I can share it with you, O beautiful Jathal. The ritual will grant you immense power. You can even become a living being again, if that is your wish. All I ask in return is that you prolong my life. Raise me as undead. The other roads to eternity are closed to me, and I do not wish to die. This offer sounds tempting. What do you say, Alana? Wait, tell me more about what happened to you. Taneka takes a deep breath. My ritual. It demands the victim be properly prepared. Some time ago, I took my daughters to the Coven's underground hall and lulled them into a magical sleep that was to last many months. However, I did not consider that the father of one of the girls, also an adept of Ergothoa, would put the life of his child above his passion for me, and all that we believed in and lived for. The fool secretly went to beg for help, and where? The Temple of Pharasma, no less. The Lady of Graves is not highly revered in our country. Only 2 priestesses lived at her temple, but when they learned that a secret coven of Ergothoa operated in the city, they called their inquisitor for help. I remember him clearly, so young, so proud, a half-elf of rare beauty, thick brown hair and a gaze that burned with the certainty that he was his goddess's favorite weapon. He broke into the hall while I was preparing the ritual. We fought the Coven of Ergothoa against the Pharasma's Inquisitor and his 2 companions. Everyone died that evening, except the 2 of us. But no matter how self-confident the young Inquisitor was, he could not defeat me. I remember the moment he realized it. I read it on his face when he lost his confidence for the first time. But then he rushed to my daughters, still lying in slumber, and killed both in an instant. Then he turned to me and said, "No way out," and that was that. Were his mocking words a curse or just a guess? I do not know, but they bore the fruit of truth. No way out. My coven died, and my secrets were revealed. I had to flee, to hide from the Pharasmites, In the backwoods, down the rat hole, denying myself my usual luxuries. Without my daughters, I could no longer prolong my life and youth. Year after year, I tried in vain to conceive a child. Year passed after year, in desperate attempts, flights, and hardship. My beauty and strength melted away, and I became a miserable, exhausted old woman. Jathal's gift is now my only hope of escape from death. So you want Jathal to kill you and raise you as undead? And in return you offer her the secret of the ritual? I do not think killing me is necessary. Only the pathetic remnants of my former strength support my body. I need only loosen my grip and my end will come swiftly. Yes, in exchange I offer a priceless secret. It can be used in many ways to grant new powers or even a new life. What do you know about Jathal? Why are you seeking her help? How could I not recognize the one chosen by the goddess? Her power in you shines like the full moon on a black velvet sky. I know that she can do many things, including sharing her gift with others. What are you doing in the Valley of the Dead? I came here, sensing the awakening of an ancient and powerful undead creature, hoping perhaps I could somehow scoop up a handful of its incredible power, turn myself undead, and slip away from death. But it seems that I'm too late. Taneka whispers and lowers her head. Jathal, I've made a decision. I'm listening. The Jathal voice. Despite her detached composure, the undead elf looks at you with tension in her eyes. She lowers her voice to a whisper. We might accept this offer, then change the agreement after I possess the secret of the ritual. Sure, let's see where this goes. Knowledge is knowledge. Agree and receive the secret. Then I will decide if we should use it or not. Taneka looks at you with insane hope in her eyes. Then, with a trembling hand, she pulls a large scroll from somewhere under the rocks and hands it to Jathal. I almost did not expect. I yearn to know that I have endless years ahead, instead of an imminent end. Give me this chance, sister, and be blessed by our goddess. Taneka's eyes slowly fade as her life force leaves her decrepit body. A moment later, the woman falls heavily to the ground, dead. Jathal looks at the corpse with disgust. Now I propose we leave this carrion to the ravens. This pathetic, weak, ugly creature was unworthy of Urgathoa, and even more unworthy of her gift of unlife. um, um, it's going to be either one or two. We did make a deal. That's kind of messed up, just letting her die and then just walking off. um, no. This woman was a monster in life. And she'll be even worse as an undead. It may seem cruel, but in my opinion, we shouldn't revive her. I am relieved that we can always find a common language, Alana. Let's move on. I'm impatient to study this ritual and hunt down the half-blood. Oh, who's these fools? Eneo. The false merchant Eneo walks towards you with an easy gait. His calm friendliness has disappeared, like a mask fallen from his face. His clothes are decorated with the easily distinguishable symbol of Pharasma. I hope you've settled all your affairs with the poor old exile. It was an interesting show to watch. Time to explain yourself, Enio. I don't have much to add, beyond what I'm sure you already know. I'm the Inquisitor of Pharasma, and for almost 40 years, I've hunted the undead and cultists of Urgathoa. For the glory of the Lady of Graves, I destroyed Taneka's coven. I tracked Jathal into the wasteland and killed her, only to find that her hideous deity returned her to life. To put an end to that, I made use of a company of naive young elves from a camp near the Thorn River. What a stunning frankness. Jathal smiles lightly, almost affectionately. Did you imagine, half-blood, that those youngsters could handle me and the Queen? Do not be so naive, Inquisitor. I held no hope that the young elves would kill either you or your defender. No, I wanted you, rather, to kill them. And I did all I could to inform their relatives in Kyonin of the horrible violence you perpetrated. Retribution will follow sooner or later. One lonely warrior of Pharasma may fail, but 3 elven clans will find a way to exact their revenge. There's no way out, Jathal. Not for you. So you deliberately sent the elves to their deaths. They weren't undead. What grudge did you hold with them? They were a necessary tool to complete my mission. In my youth, I thought the best decision was a bold, honest battle against apostates and monsters, but I learned much from my struggle against Taneka. There's nothing worse than seeing an abomination rise before you, and being powerless to strike it down. One must use any method available. Why did you kill Taneka's daughters? They were necessary for her disgusting ritual, and their death was my only chance to prevent it. Do not forget who I serve. Their honest deaths and their souls' journey to Pharasma's judgment was a far better fate than their mother had prepared for them. Did you track down Jathal right after her expulsion from Kyonin? Immediately after the trial. I was born in Kyonin and often visited. It is uncommon for high society ladies to perform ritual murders for the glory of the Dark Goddess. So the news quickly reached my native Green Gold, and soon came to me. What's Green Gold? The port city of Green Gold is the second largest settlement in Kyonin, and the only official entry point into the... Yeah, okay. We read that before. When later, the elves sentenced her to exile, rather than the usual life imprisonment, well, how could I stay away? That's all well and good, but why do you come here now? Wanted to talk to you, Queen. My hunt for Jathal is the greatest work of my life. She is the living example of the hideous essence of the cult of Urgathoa, the distortion of the world order, and the triumph of the evil intentions of her vile deity. Even if I die today, this story will end the way I intended. But you can... Ow! I just bit my tongue. But you can still change your own role in it, Alana. You've been playing games for too long, Zealot. And Neo allows himself to smile for the first time. I've heard this so many times, even among the priests of Pharasma. There are many who think my faith is insane and my methods cruel and excessive. But that is the fate of the Inquisitor, loneliness. You are a dangerous fanatic. Allegiance with an undead follower of a dangerous cult is a higher mission. That's why my only side with Jade. I care nothing for such nonsense as the blood of the innocent. But I can control Jathal, and that's more than I can say for you. Nope. You are a dangerous fanatic. Innocent people have died because of you. More blood may be spilled unless you are stopped. Everything will proceed as I have planned, with or without me.
With me.
I got some fools over here. Some fools up front. Nova's at the back, unfortunately. That guy's an archer. Okay, Avril. Give us a prayer. Wolf. Over there. Nova. Over there. Jathal.
Unworthy.
Jade.
Your death awaits.
Forwards.
Lana. And Illy. Okay. Oh, that was a bard? How'd you like that, bard? It was a fire snake.
Kiss your life goodbye.
Strike as
Okay, get him,
one. Do
Amber.
not hold back.
Oh, just kill everybody. Chase my shadow. Neil's guard. Greater invisibility. Masterwork long spear. Ooh, another ring of protection +3. Keen scythe. Should have brought some better people with you. All right. That's that. Where is companion quests? Chase my shadow. If follower instance and she may know something, maybe she can provide answers. The story ended with an incredible duel between the Inquisitor of Pharasma and the Inquisitor of Urgathoa. The Queen had to choose a side in this epic confrontation and came out victorious, as always. Of course I was going to help Jathal. Her and Valerie are my two favorite characters in here. Even though she's evil. What did the... Oh, I guess I can't find out. I guess that scythe came from, Taneka. Real quick, I got a new spell. Does Ilya have it? Yeah, she does. Where the heck is the... There it is. Keen Scythe +1. What is Jathal using? Frost Scythe +2. That's fine. Alright, back to the kingdom, where I'm going to support the Magister. And then I'll probably end the episode after that.
I tire.
Begin resting.
Sometimes I think that my entire existence is one long joke of fate. But it's all right. Even if that is true, I'll still be the one who laughs last.
That's looking on the bright side, Jathal. What does the kingdom have to say? Uncanny well? Strange occurrence has the subjects agitated. It's time to learn what happened. People are still talking about the strange well. Huh. Looks like I won't be able to do that. Rank up. Tranquil Glade. Enter. Throne room. Oh. All right. Let me check Octavia first because I forgot. She's got a composite short bow +2. So that means I can sell this one. I did need Jathal's dagger. All right. Let me put some stuff in my box of things. Devourer of Metal, Jathal's dagger. I'll sell that. Flaming dagger +1? That sounds cool. Keen Scythe +1. That's gonna get sold. Shock dagger +1. Wow. That sounds cool. Arrow guard goes in there. These natural armors, I got a bunch. I gotta see if someone can wear those. Clockwork pendant goes in there. Got another ring of protection +3 that I could put on someone. Got this shovel. Masterwork. Composite. Alright. Dagger +1. Make sure there's no more cool elemental daggers in there. Alright, let me check these necklaces. Natural armor +3. Natural armor +3. +3. +3. Jathal, you know what? You can have this. 27 AC. I'm not going to give you this because I just gave you that Ring of Planner Protection. You don't need it. Armor +3. So I have a bunch of armor +2s. Tristy Ann. I know Valerie has a +3 ring. Might as well give that to you. You can have this. +2. +1. +1. Miri +2. +2. Valerie has a +2. Harim has a +1 or +2, right? You ring a +2. Everybody's got a ring of +2. All right. You are using breastplate +4. All right. Well, let's see if walking into the city will let me know what this well is, and I can sell this extra stuff. Yep. Darvin. Heck Knights are not the most courteous guests, are they? And the Heck Knights from the Order of the Rack are the vilest of them all. A tan-skinned half-elf with green eyes looks at you respectfully, but with a smile on his face. My name is Darvin. Darvin, the rebellious murderer Lynchia is searching for? Yes, I'm a rebel, a murderer, a pirate, a renegade, a smuggler, and I have lots of other scary titles. The half-elf laughs lightly, but watching you closely at the same time. If you listen to Lynchia, I'm evil incarnate. Baby eater, your worst nightmare come true. If the end of time should ever come, it will be because of me and me alone. Darvin utters a sad sigh. Of course, all of Lynchia's accusations are false. That is to say, they are not entirely true. It's true I am involved in this story, but my sins are not so great as they are thought to be. Well, tell me your story. It's so long, I don't even know where to begin. Darvin grins. Although I guess you're only interested in the things I've been accused of. I did, in fact, kill a Chelish noble, and I participated in a rebellion. All of this happened by total accident. I was captain of a ship that sailed the inner sea. We traded with those who were stronger than us, and raided those who were weaker. Just regular life for a man of my profession. One day we stopped at one of the Cheliax ports, and that's when it all started. I caught sight of a certain Chelish noble, who for a long time been #1 on my kill on sight list. So I challenged him to a duel, and he was too stupid to refuse. I dispatched him, only then to learn that he was a distant relative of Cheliax's crown prince, and besides that, the lord of the surrounding lands. And of course, no one in the area was at all fond of him. After his death, a rebellion broke out. That's nothing new for Cheliax. As his accidental killer, I was named the rebellion's leader. But I assure you I fled the first moment I could, leapt upon my ship, and set sail. A month later I found out I'd become the main reason for a great tragedy. and an enemy of the Chelish people. So what did this Chelish noble do to make you so angry? Once long ago, long before all this rebellion nonsense, I used to be a simple sailor who served the Taldorian merchant fleet. Good old times. Darvin squints dreamily, continuing to watch you closely from under his half-closed eyelids. The mighty empire of Taldor once stretched from the Arcadian Ocean to the border of the Padishah Empire of Kalesh. Eridim himself was said to walk among the people of Taldor in his religion, a shining beacon unto the world, radiated outward from Taldor's gilded capital of Opara. Taldor's ancient armies of exploration established footholds for the empire throughout Golaria, and its mighty phalanxes marched for thousands of miles during the Shining Crusade to beat back the Whispering Tyrant. Now Taldor is a stunted remnant of its old glory, having lost control of its daughter territories, and is almost ignored by the powerful countries of today, which assume it will continue its slow decline for at least another century. The blazing sun overhead, a salty taste on your lips, the squawk of seagulls calling you forwards, ropes squeaking in the storm as you fight against the sea itself, winning in the end. And of course, the line of the land on the horizon. When you know that tonight you'll have a mug of rum in one hand and a smiling girl to share it with. You can keep your rum. Arvin gives you a sly smile. But all that came to an end when once a certain Chelish noble decided that he liked our goods but didn't like our fleet. I survived the battle, barely, clinging to a piece of driftwood. Lost on the open sea like me, I swore I'd have my revenge. So I decided to become a pirate myself, a pirate captain as need be. You can't always get what you want, you know, unless you're me. Darvin gives you a smug smile. What do you want from me, Darvin? Ah, I'm glad you asked. I've so much to offer. You see, I'm rich, and I don't mind sharing my riches with those who can help me with my troubles. Lynchia, on the other hand, will give you nothing. I doubt she'd even say thank you. I know where Lynchia has set up her temporary camp, in a secluded lodge on the edge of the southern Nara marches. Go there. Convince her to stop chasing me. Order her, kill her if needed. You shouldn't be difficult. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? You figured you'll buy me? Why not? Everything and everyone has a price. It's just a matter of negotiation. So how much do I cost by your estimations? That's a fine question. I suppose 10,000 gold coins would be satisfactory amount for you? I wasn't agreeing to this. 20,000. I won't take any less. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't afford to pay more. Let's agree on 10,000 and put the rest on my tab. Um, I don't really care about you, dude. I won't take sides, neither yours nor hers. You can figure this out among yourselves. A pity. Such a pity, Darvin sighs. Still, if I were you, I would go talk to Lynchia. She'll never get me, but her zeal will continue causing trouble for your subjects. Farewell. Talk to Lynchia. Where am I? Okay. Let's see what you have. Let's sell these. Yeah, I can sell that. And another 18.4K thanks to Enio. Now, what was this about a well? That's what I walked outside of my my throne room for. Well,
The path is clear.
maybe something will pop up if I advance the kingdom. Days. All right, back to our original plan of supporting my magister. Christians back in 4. Um, deal with the devil. 15 days for Bald Hill. It's just enough time for a rank up. Get in there, Octavia. The Order of Prisms continue to condemn your kingdom. Fey pranks are costing many lives. What? Evil pranksters. The people are unhappy about the ninth. Their zeal has gone too far. The Order of Prisms continues to condemn your... Yep. How many... I get it. I get it. And Tristan failed. The advisor managed to relocate the paupers to shelters set up by the priests. Each shelter was headed... Oh, it was just an opportunity. Each shelter was headed by a tough, bad-tempered priest, quick with their hands. The paupers quickly fled, preferring their life of freedom and poverty. They filled the streets once again, although at least now they avoid encroaching on the property of churches and temples. Improving economic status. Oh, thank God you got rid of this. We found most of Lebeda's agents, and the others have scattered in fear. We'll have no more trouble from those spies. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Callistria, save me. Varnhold besieged. Varnhold has descended into mayhem. A bandit leader has risen to power in the woods and keeps gathering gangs under his iron command. Chasing him is like chasing the wind, but he keeps busy striking the remote settlements in the region. Guard and militia are holding fast, but they need reinforcements. Probably send a Kundayo for that. The Truth of the Blade, this again. Clash of the Fanatics. Hostilities have arisen between the priests of Abadar and Gosre. The priests of, or is it Gosre, are incensed that the followers of Abadar have no fear of nature's wrath, while the followers of the god of cities consider them raving, uncouth simpletons. The situation is heating up. Jeez, it's just pure problems. One of the army's commanders, a member of a respected local family, has performed an outstanding feat. The heroine deserves a reward, but it mustn't cause argument or envy. Can't have Valerie do that. The walls have ears. The spies, yep. Spider invasion. The forests are filled with giant spiders. Evil pranksters. The curse place known as the Bald Hilltop has brought hardship and woe to the lands once more. Fae of all kinds have appeared, marked by the same raging hatred that fueled the magical beasts preceding them. They seem to have declared war on all mortals. Their normal tricks have been replaced with cruel and dangerous jokes, and their pranks, more often than not, now end in death. One could attempt to free the Fae from whatever affliction is driving them insane, or simply drive the vicious creatures from the stolen lands. Jeez. 33% chance, and you're the one that it marked as green? Are you kidding me? %, Kundayo. DC 25. Man. Oh boy. Now I gotta go visit. Let's see. Truth of the Blade. Jublos can do that. Clash of the Fanatics. Tristan. Send Valerie on this. 10%? All these problems are just going to fail. That is ridiculous. The walls have ears. I have to send everybody out on a Miri. A Kundayo. Clash of the Fanatics. Truth of the Blade. Everybody's out doing something. Everybody. Wow, this is terrible. It looked like I just lost a bunch of stats. I have 89k. Okay. My God, that sucked. Man, that was terrible.
I'll go ahead.
I want to get to the map, which means I have to go out. All right. Well, man, that sucked. All right. I'm gonna end the episode here, and we'll find out what kind of a mess we're in next episode. This sucks. Next development in 1 day, 12 hours. Alright, I guess I have to get to the Bald Hilltop. I can do that next episode, and it won't take very long to get there either. Alright, we have our mission, so I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.